good day, Mr. Fati, Alaji Fati. My name is Agnes Thonasi. I work presently as the director of the West Africa Democracy Radio, WADR, based in Dakar, Senegal.
Thank you very much, Madam Thonasi, and welcome to our daily podcast with me, Alaji Fati, as you rightly mentioned. But this afternoon, our topic of discussion will focus basically on two things. That is, we are talking about migration, not you particularly as an expert in migration, because of the reason we are bringing that topic. Your frequency, West Africa Democracy Radio, used to run one of the best migration program in the Gambia, both English and the Mandinka language, and which has really help the community to mitigate migration in the Gambia. But in the long run, we've seen all those things stop, and then many true research has been saying that that program is need for Gambia to have such program in our community. But before going further, I want us to talk about how important was that program to you, especially at West Africa Democracy Radio, talking about migration.
Yeah, for us at West Africa Democracy Radio, you will hear the word democracy often. You'll hear the word development. We are a radio that believes in contributing to the lives and livelihoods of people. We're a radio that believes in sharing information that will touch lives and also change lives. So we intervene with communication, with the production of information on issues that we believe are of high relevance and importance, that needs to be addressed, not only to be addressed and talked about, but to be addressed in such a way it will lead to creating and bringing about change. And that is why we had migration. We work in all other areas. For the issue of migration, we have been reporting on migration for many years. We still report on migration. But we had a strategic approach. We had a strategic approach for 4 years, 2018 up to 2022. In these 4 years, we worked extensively in the area of migration. We called it Let's Talk Migration. Because migration, as we all know, is a right. It's not a problem. The issue is irregular migration. It's not migration that is the problem. We all migrate. How do we cover West Africa? From our base in Dakar, we broadcast widely on FM and on radio online. Right now, we're even back on satellite, and we have partner radio stations all over West Africa. Sometimes a minimum of 5, a maximum of 10 or 12 in each country. So whatever we're doing, we do that. All the information we share is from the people. We take it from the bottom to the top, and from the top to the bottom. So to ensure that everybody is well informed, the way people behave, the things that people believe regarding migration, the misconceptions, the truth, and everything that has been mixed up, WADR tried to bring out the information as clear as it could be in the form of a magazine program, where we had different segments looking at testimonies of reproductions in English and in French were also reproduced. I always say reproduce because we do not just translate or voice over them. We do a complete production again. I think you were one of them in the Gambia, in Mandinka, in Burkina Faso, we use More and Fulfulde, in Senegal, Pular and Wolof, in Guinea, Suso and Pular, you know, in all these West African countries, in Mali. And the feedback we've gotten is that people really appreciated that strategic approach. So it is that strategic approach that stopped after 4 years because it was a project. But we still report on migration.
Next question regarding this migration program, because of, as I said earlier, you still really elaborate on details on how you work on your strategic development regarding migration in West Africa, to be precise. But as we are speaking right now in the Gambia, because of the feedback that I get when I used to do that program for you guys was somebody, as the text, they always keep on texting me, when are we having the migration program back on the frequency? Maybe I have a chance to actually program, what will be your message to the central government?
Well, I always say government has a main role, a critical role to play. You have civil society organizations, NGOs that complement the efforts of government. You have us as a people, and all of us have responsibilities in everything that happens in our countries. So you'll find out that responsibilities should be shared in this. Yes, the government has a role to play. What I have seen in the area of migration is that put together money to help their young sons to travel. The dynamic there is not to travel. The dynamic there is not that the mother knows about the dangers or anything. It's that the society in which the person lives, there are many factors pushing her to also push her kid. If you talk about it, people will think differently. But sometimes we have found, I listen to some young people saying that sometimes even when at community level, you will hear them even praying and thanking people abroad.
Yeah.
And when they themselves are in the country sitting, and nobody will thank them for their efforts, yeah. Nobody will praise them. But they will even call for prayers and say, let's pray for Alaji Fati in Norway because he bought this. And young people watch that. Yeah. Women, we all know the society in which we live. Sisters, aunties. And for that reason, they want to go out. If we take time to work with young people, if we take time to understand the root causes and know that it's not only even the young people, this is an entire family and communal thing. Yeah. It is about development. And we all have a stake in development. How do we ensure that we develop our nations? Medical facilities. We look at our health centers, our health facilities. We look at our educational facilities, our road transport network. We look at so many amenities. It's not available. Young people will still go out, no matter what. They want to go. Some of them just want to go and see the world. They want to see something else. I think what is important also is for us to look at regular means of traveling. Because sometimes to satisfy their inquisitive natures, the curiosity, you can't stop young people. So it is the advice we give, the way we talk to them, and also to ensure that we convince them to work on going the regular way. Irregular migration, we all hear the stories of trafficking, death in the areas of Niger, Agadez, on the road. Some people do not even arrive, and then they have opportunity. And because they have this opportunity and they thrive, then their family...
of any other issue in Africa or where elsewhere in the world, you are talking about professionalism. Mm-hmm. And then how best can we give advice to our young reporters coming up regarding any other issue, especially when it comes to the national issue, because it's very important.
Well, journalism and any professional work we do requires that we do it in professional manners. And I always say that no matter how professional you are, studied somewhere, done something, which means intelligence is already there. So we do not talk about that. It is already there. Your creativity, good presentation, even composure, be it radio, be it TV, the way you sit, the way you talk, your diction should be clear. Your presentation should be wonderful. You should be able to entice and encourage people and build, that relationship with your listener. Your listener is key. Try to know them. Try to know their interests. Try to use what they want, their languages. And whatever language, you speak Mandinka, speak it well. You speak Wolof, speak it well. You speak English, speak it well. There's no need to say, yes, I'm a Gambian and I speak local. If you are deciding to have an English program, do an English program and do it well. If it is a local language program, everybody will understand. But sometimes the mix